really know how I'm going to go about this video, and I need to be very careful with what I say and how I say it because of the world we're living in right now. It restricts the freedoms that we should have enjoyed for a very long time. Now we need to watch what we say because somebody could hear something and make it feel like it was something else, and then that is bullying or shaming them, and because of that, you're not allowed to air your feelings or grievances out there. And that is a form of censorship that is extremely concerning for the future of not just the platform of YouTube, but the world in general. I wasn't going to make a video talking about this anymore. I legitimately was done with it. I said my piece and moved on from it, and I thought what was transpired and what happened was fair. It was unbiased. If you watch the video that I made talking about Destiny Fomo and her OnlyFans account that she is advertising, paying money for, to show up in front of the eyes of tons of people out there, children could be watching this as well, by the way, oh YouTube, I was fair. I was like, you know what? Kind of weird that YouTube is allowing that kind of advertisement on their platform, but on the other hand, not allowing the freedom of creators to do the very same thing in videos that aren't paid advertisements. Just conflicting. It was frustrating, but it is what it is. And that was the message of my video. There was nothing in my video, by the way, again, watch it if you haven't seen it, talking anything negatively about Destiny Fomo from my perspective. I encouraged it. I said, if that's her game, if that's what she wants to do, have at it. More power to you. And I even said in the video, people are going to stretch and bend over backwards to find a reason to get upset and angry at me because they don't like someone painting someone in a bad light. Look, all I was doing was talking about a situation for what it was. And if that's against the law to say something what it is and be real about it, then I guess I'm doing something illegal. But I think people, hopefully cooler heads prevail with all of this. Anyways, the reason why I'm bringing it all back up again right now is something's transpired since that video. And it actually came directly from Destiny Fomo. I was under the impression that I was on a good level with Destiny. After my first video I made about her defending Jason from Overthink Gaming and saying how I felt like it was wrong that she had copyright strike him, we had a private conversation like I mentioned in my previous video, and Destiny had expressed to me in those DMs that she felt very bad about what she did to Overthink Gaming. And I was like, okay, kind of weird that it was during a DM that she had to send me that. I couldn't air it out publicly and tell people that she was wrong, but whatever, at least she feels bad about it, and hopefully she's moved on and learned from it and won't be going down that road anymore. But then I get a message from her on DM yesterday after my video. And while I'm not one that typically enjoys sharing DMs, I feel like they are a private thing that people should not be airing out there. If somebody is super shady behind the scenes, I feel like it is only justified to show the world what the person is truly like. This is who we are dealing with. And get mad at me if you want for sharing DMs, but if you gotta be shady behind the scenes with someone, then in my opinion, it's only right for it to come out for people to see it for what it is. At 2:34 p.m. Pacific time, I got a direct message from Destiny Fomo saying, hey dude, do you have a sec? And I got the message on my phone while I was working my real job, my day job. I was on a conference call with a few other people and my phone dinged and I looked at it, I was like, huh, that's weird. Destiny Fomo just DM'd me, and I was like, okay. Since we had a previous conversation, we're on a good level, I was like, okay, I'll get to her in a few minutes once I'm done with this call, because that's kind of interesting that she is hitting me up right now out of the blue after I made a video that, to me, was quite innocuous. It didn't really paint her in a bad light, in my opinion. It was just calling a spade, which maybe she takes reality as painting her in a bad light. Maybe you want to readjust your reality if that's what you feel about when people are just speaking the truth. But regardless of that, I got that message and I was on my call and I'm just like, okay. The call went a little long. It was like 45 minutes longer and I was like, okay, I'll get to this message as soon as, because I was concentrating on the phone call, whatever. And I finished the conference call, the Zoom meeting with my work, and I picked up the phone and I was like, yeah, what's up? I mean, what did I say specifically? What's up? Sorry, I was on a work call. And then she said to me, can you call me? Do you have a different number you can reach out to me from? Has nothing to do with your video. Your video and your opinions are your own. Nothing at all to do with that. Something completely different. Or Discord. And while I was back to doing my work, waiting for a response from her or whatever, I noticed on Twitter I had a notification. I clicked on that, and it was a message from her blasting me. Smash JT, you try to slut shame me daily. You think since you sat home for 3 years while your wife supported you while you had no job that you wouldn't talk about how people make their money. Where do I even start with that? Like, first off, you DM me and then you go to blasting me publicly before I even have a chance to respond to you. I get blasted publicly for something I'm not even doing. Like, slut shaming you? Daily? What? Are you mental? Like, are you unhinged? Where do you get daily slut shaming from? Or shamming, or whatever you say. Slut shame me daily. I've made 2 videos. This, I guess, is a 3rd video about you now. The first video was blasting you for false copyright striking Jason from Overthink Gaming. You were way out of line doing that, and you should have known better. That was the reason for that first video. The next video I made about you was talking about how you have an OnlyFans account and how that is now showing up in ad feeds prominent to all viewers of YouTube, and that's a concerning trend for the platform. Not because I don't want that to be showing up. I'm sure some creators don't. I don't care, like I said in that video. My concern is how YouTube is deliberately allowing racy content as advertisements, yet restricting creators on what they're allowed to put out and what they're not allowed to put out based off strict regulations with the YouTube guidelines. But for some reason, you took that personal. Like, it was a video that didn't even have anything to do with you specifically. You were just one of the reasons I was making the video on why it was a precarious situation YouTube is putting themselves in. And you took that video so personally for some reason that you felt like you had to blast me. Not just attack me publicly saying that I slut shame you, lying, which I don't do, and secondly, saying that I've sat home 3 years while my wife supported me while I had no job. What are you bringing personal shit into this for? What is wrong with you? Like, that's like Bob from RGB. Like, that is like so off the reservation, it's not even funny. That is someone who clearly is unhinged, where they can't think straight, and they're so angry. I must have gotten to you. I don't know why I got to you so hard when I just made a comment saying, this is what is happening. You are paying for advertisements for your OnlyFans. You are doing that. You are the one wearing risque clothing in your OnlyFans. You are the one basically advertising your body as the selling point to your brand. Good for you. I'm not shaming you for it. Do your thing. Like I said in my previous video, don't know how you took it a different way. Maybe you need to rewatch that video. But that is ultimately not even my concern for this. Somebody who goes after someone's family, someone who starts attacking their personal life in a tweet, blasting them when they have a lot of followers, that's shameful in its own right, beyond anything I've ever done, by the way, and I would never go after someone's personal life. I look at YouTube as, this is something we do for fun. It's something we talk about things that we're passionate about. For me, it's typically gaming, but sometimes situations and drama come up that I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I want to give my opinion or talk about that with my audience because I think they'll find that interesting as well. I mean, that's probably why a lot of people click on these videos. So some people who don't earn their way to getting attention, where they pay for the attention the whole time through, they don't really grasp the concept of how people care about things. They think if you throw money at a situation, people will care about it, instead of, oh, you actually care about a situation that you want to talk about and present that to your audience. Anyways, the reason why I bring this all up is it's concerning beyond just being blasted publicly by Destiny Fomo. That was bad enough. And then after I didn't have a chance to respond to her, when I saw that blasting me, I finally was like, holy crap. Honestly, no. Just saw your tweet and holy you want to talk with me? We'll keep it right here. Otherwise, peace. I don't have anything to talk about with someone who's going to blast me publicly and lie about things, make up things about me, make their entire audience feel like that's what I do, a perception implying things without their audience actually watching my videos. They now have the perception that I am slut-shaming her daily. That's how they look at me, and that's not fair. Because people need to form their own opinions, and you're telling them the wrong opinion about me so that you can try to rally your army against me instead of what the truth is, where I'm just talking about the reality of what it was. You're advertising your OnlyFans everywhere. Like, it's what you're doing, and hopefully for you it works out financially. I don't care. The point of my video had nothing to do with you personally. It had to do with the YouTube situation that creators are facing. And you found a way to take it all and make it look like I was putting a magnifying glass on you as you being the problem. I mean, you might be contributing to the problem, but you are not specifically the problem. YouTube and how they handle things is the problem here. Regardless of all that, though, try to stay on track. My respect for Destiny Fomo at that moment just shot to zero. I'm like, this kind of shows exactly the type of person she is. Very spiteful, very unhinged, very rude, and very aggressive. Very one of those girls, I'd like to think the way this comes across to me, and I'm just being real here, someone who's used to getting their way everywhere they go, where guys just bend down and bow and give whatever she wants. And when someone doesn't, she's like, oh my God. This person is not giving me my respect. Time for me to lay the smackdown on him. And it's kind of like one of those things where I'm not cool with that. Like, you should have a give and take with people, not a very totalitarian, aggressive relationship with your audience. And the way Destiny Fomo is handling things right now is concerning. I had someone in my comments section from that video talking about the YouTube algorithm and how the advertisements are kind of leaning heavily towards very risque type situations with people. And it came through from a channel called Trust Chill. And they said, I made a video on this like 4 days ago. I'm glad someone else made a video about this as well. And I said, nice, I'll check it out because, you know, I'm interested to see what other opinions are out there on things that I have an interest in. Smash JT, thanks man, I hope you enjoy it. Smash JT, she hit me up threatening to take the video if I didn't change my thumbnail. Luckily, she gave me a warning. Wow, that sounds an awful lot like Suzy Lu. Somebody who is using their power to take videos down that they don't agree with. That is dangerous. That's exactly why I made my first video about Jason with Overthink Gaming and why I was so frustrated with Destiny Fomo in the first place. And then after I had a DM with her and I thought that she had come clean and realized her mistakes and has moved on from that, clearly she hasn't, because she's still threatening channels that are making videos about her. Damn, that's crazy. Looks like she hasn't learned anything from Overthink Gaming Strike if that's the case. Thanks for letting me know. Smash JT, but then she pretended to be my friend and I called her out for blackmailing me. And then Trust Chill replied, Smash JT, yeah, of course, I felt wrong. If you need any screenshots or proof, let me by sending me a message on Twitter. Let me know, I think he said. And then he said, yeah, I just didn't want to make a video on my channel about it because my channel, my videos are about funny comedy videos and making messed up jokes, not exposing people. So Destiny Fomo is now, this is a smaller channel, under 1,000 subscribers, is strong-arming this channel when she disagrees what they have to say about a certain situation. I watched the video from this dude, Trust Chill, and it was an excellent video. For a smaller channel, someone who's fairly new to YouTube, they did a great job on it. They didn't do anything outright aggressive or rude or anything to it. They just called out the situation similar to what I did, where it was like YouTube is kind of in a weird situation right now with what they're allowing allowing from people like Destiny Fomo and what they're not allowing from creators. And Destiny Fomo is coming after them, threatening to remove their video if they didn't change the thumbnail. Like, going after the thumbnail, that's some low class stuff right there. If you don't want your image in a thumbnail and you're using that as a reason to take a video down, that's what you did with Overthink Gaming. And you even apologized to me privately, saying that you felt terrible about that situation. And then what do? The very next chance somebody makes a video talking about you, even relative to something else, not directly about you, you threaten them with the same shit you did to Overthink Gaming. That's awful. That is like completely off the reservation when it comes to how somebody should be approaching YouTube as a creator. It strikes me as a very I'm right, you're wrong, totalitarian, like I said, authoritative position. And she was basically speaking down to this channel about what's allowed, what's okay, and what's not. That's Suzy Lu. That is straight up Suzy Lu right there. And that's concerning because for a long time, the commentary channels out there are all focused on the Alinities of the world, the Suzy Lus of the world, and everybody is ignoring the Destiny Fomo. This is a big deal, and she is only going to get worse as time goes on. Clearly, this is proof, and I wouldn't be surprised if she tries to come after me and take down this video, because that is exactly her type of deal, where if someone ever dares question what she is doing, she wants to take that video down, silence any criticism there is, and just basically try to remove it from existence. And that, I like to think, as viewers, as creators, will come together and say, what the hell are you doing? You should allow both sides to talk about a situation. You should allow to hear criticism. You should be listening to the criticism. I got a lot of criticism when I started. Hell, I still get a ton of criticism. I learn from it, though. What does Destiny Fomo do with criticism? She tries to shut it down and silence it. When I said, if you can't talk to me here, I don't want to talk to you after what she said to me, she blocked me. Like, straight up blocked me. After I had a conversation with her that I thought we were cool, I made a video, I didn't paint her in a bad light, I didn't disrespect her one bit, and she came after me. And then, when I didn't respond to her, she came after my family. And that is beyond messed up. Like, I don't know how a simp out there could possibly even defend her right now. It is beyond any kind of defense. She has shown her true colors. This is who you're dealing with. It's not some cute, innocent, sweet little girl. It's someone who is paying money to grow their channel, pretending to like video games, removes all those, and then starts promoting a basically quasi-porn site on YouTube for people to pay money to see, let's be real, slutty pictures. That's what it is. Not slut shaming you, it's what you are doing to yourself. You want to get mad at someone for calling a spade? You should probably look in the mirror.